Hello everybody, we're back again with the Modern Initial D series, and also back again with one of the most disrespectful modern iterations of the Initial D cars to date. I mean, in my defense, again, because I already did the Red Suns version of this car. Now we're doing the project. I think my fan just like went right past my mic. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I felt it on my face go right by the mic, and I was like, oh shoot. Let me just turn that a little bit so it doesn't get the mic, and I gotta deal with comments. Oh, you're violating my ears, dude. Turn that fan off. But anyway, we're here with the Project D version of the RX-7 as the Mazda RX-8. In my defense, these are modern iterations, and the RX-7 stopped after the FD, and then a few years later, like, oh, here's this new RX-8. Little did they know it was a straight piece of crap, but it's whatever. I don't mind the way they look. Really, the RX-8, hot take, it's not that bad of a car. The RX-8 is not that bad. It's just like in comparison to the like legendary great RX-7, whether you're talking FC or FD, or like anything before that in that matter, like RX-7 in general. So like in comparison, this car sucks. Like you give it a different name, you give it a badge that is not that RX badge, it's like, oh, it's not that bad of a car. Like, okay, maybe it's okay. And these have like a niche cult following. Like, people love them. But it's like, you give it that RX badge. Those RX-7 purists, they hate this thing. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it's not bad. But it's like, in comparison to the RX-7, this thing sucks. That's my take on it. But it's like, this is technically the modern version of the RX-7. That's kind of my defense as far as this absolutely disrespectful thing we got going right here. Anyway, let's get straight into it. First, I'm going to show you the build, then the tune. We can take it over to the paint shop. I don't know why I want to say paint shop, like the paint booth. There we go. And yeah, show you guys how to make it look the way it looks. And yeah, let's do it. So, stock engine. Okay, I hit B. Come on now. Stock rear wheel. Stock rear wheel drive drivetrain. I did put a turbski in there, because what's stupid is you can't twin turbo the RX-8. Can I put another rotary in it? Turbo rally. Okay, so you could put the 4-rotor. But if I remember right, if I remember properly, which I ain't that old yet, despite what the little cousins say, because I was babysitting them yesterday. Because I'm recording this right after the 350Z video, so I'm still in straight goober mode. But they swear up and down that I am old. I am not that old. I ain't that old yet. Okay, so my memory is not fading, but if I remember properly, if I put the 2.64 rotor in and upgraded it, it bumped us to S2, which is a problem because I wanted that like mid S1 area so that the original Initial D cars I built a while back would also be able to keep up with these. So I went with the single turbo. I think I did that in the Red Suns version of the car as well. So for the front bumper, is it INGS or INGS? I hope that it's INGS because INGS just sounds weird. Went with the INGS front bumper. Unfortunately, the most accurate rear wing we have is the Forza Aero one. So that's kind of what we have to go with. And then stock rear bumper. Then you have the semi-slick race tire compound, stock 225mm front tires and rear tires. Then for the wheels on these cars, I don't know if these were the same wheels I put on the RX-7 version, the Project D RX-7 that I built. But I think they are. Why do I pick the parts with the most random names, man? Okay, so you go to the sport rim style, and it's literally the second one. Like, you go up and you're at the bottom, the bottom of the list. So it's literally like you open the sport rim style, you go one to the right, and it's this one. Not even gonna try to pronounce that. So upgraded rear track width, you want that maxed out in the front as well. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to mention, because I'm recording right after I did the 350Z video, which at this point would have published and went public like 3 days ago. I keep telling you guys, like, oh, I didn't do a practice run. Like, my driving just sucks. In a couple of the videos, I did pretty good in the 350Z video. I didn't really make too many mistakes. I think there was one corner I hit the brakes a little hard and I was like slow through the corner. But with that WRX video that I did in the Modern Initial D series, or I did the WRX for the Impreza, I messed up so bad throughout that drive, and I was like, oh man, I didn't do a practice run or anything. And I was like, oh, my driving's horrible. But I uploaded it anyway, and it was like 2 days later, I was just screwing around and bored. So I just took that WRX down the mountain, and it's because that video was still pretty fresh. I had done it like a day prior. I was just like killing it, and I was like, I couldn't have drove like this in the video, like freaking serious right now. But anyway, guess what I didn't do before recording this? A practice run. So we're fresh, we're gonna wing it. I built this car in like May or April, I don't know when, but I built this car a long time ago. So it's been a hot minute since I drove it. So race clutch, race transmission 7-speed, race driveline. I don't know why I put a 7-speed, but I put a 7-speed. There must have been reasoning for it. Drift differential, race brakes, race suspension, race front anti-roll bars, race rear anti-roll bars, no roll cage, race weight reduction. Oh yeah, also, last video when I said I was gonna blow my nose because my allergies were absolutely killing me when I was making that 350Z, I was complaining the whole time about my allergies just destroying me. And I said I was gonna blow my nose after that video. Guess what I didn't do? So I'm just as screwed up in this video as the last one. Race intake, race fuel system. I need to turn on the air conditioning. It's 115 degrees outside, and from the sound of it, the AC just turned off. I need to turn that back on. It's hot. It's starting to get a little warm in here. I'm about ready to like open the door. I got the door closed because everybody's home and making a bunch of noise in the house. So yeah, race ignition, race turbo, race rotors, race exhaust, race intercooler. Come on now. Race oil and cooling, and race flywheel. So that's it for the build. Hopefully, I think that's everything. Yeah. So I think that by the time this video drops, this heat wave is gonna be over. But it's been like over 105 for the past 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's been over 105 degrees the past 2 weeks. I've been dying. Like I hold on, let me check the weather. Let me see when this heat wave ends. Oh my god. It's 114 right now. It's supposed to be 110 tomorrow, being Friday. Saturday's 103, Sunday's 103, Monday's 100. It doesn't drop below 100 until Tuesday. This video comes out Wednesday. It's supposed to be 96. It's supposed to be 96 on Tuesday, or I mean Wednesday when this video comes out. So yeah. I'm happy that it's going to be 96 degrees outside. That's Fahrenheit for you non-American viewers. 96 degrees. I'm on summer break from college right now, so I don't feel like doing the conversion of Fahrenheit to Celsius in the old noggin. I don't even remember that conversion. I'm gonna have to remember that when I go back working in the freaking labs and stuff. But anyway, back to the tune here. 27.5 in the front, 29 in the rear for tire pressure. Gearing, 2.20 final drive. I believe the rest of this to be stock. Like I said earlier, I built this car in like April or May. So if your gearing doesn't quite match up to this, go ahead, pause the video. Excuse me, match all the numbers, and then please hit resume after that. Please don't close out on me. Closing out mid-tune, that's terrible. Please don't do that. Then for alignment, camber, negative 1.0 in the front, negative 0.5 in the rear. Toe, positive 1.0 in the front, negative 0.3 in the rear. Front caster angle of 6.0. Anti-roll bars, 30 in the front, 25.5 in the rear. These are odd numbers. These aren't numbers I normally use. But this car is tuned. I can tell by looking at the numbers, but it's weird. Maybe because it's a rotary, I like changed it up a lot. I don't know. This looks stock to me. I don't know. I wouldn't do numbers that high, I don't think. But anyway, 539.9 in the front, 590.4 in the rear. Ride height 4.5 in the front, 4.8 in the rear. What is this car like mostly stock? I don't know. These don't look like numbers I'd use, but I also, like, if the car didn't drive properly, I would have finished the tune. I'm the type of person that's like, once I start something, I want to finish it. As like, well, in most cases. I want to start something and finish it as soon as possible. Video games, on the other hand, I'm trying to drag that out. Like, when I had Game Pass briefly there for a minute, and I had that Halo Infinite campaign, I was dragging that sucker out for as long as I could. It was like, this game is gonna make me happy for 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna re-enter the phase. It's like, oh man, everything's boring. I don't feel like playing anything anymore. Like, ugh. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Lately, I've just been get on, record a couple videos, edit them, get off. That's been me lately because I've been busy. I got a lot going on. It's hot. Like, I'm tired. Games are boring now. But anyway, now I'm just ranting about random stuff and getting off topic. So to drag myself back on topic for the video, 11.5 for rebound in the front, 12.1 in the rear, 7.2 in the front, 7.5 in the rear. Aero 337 for the rear on cornering. Front, if you got it, leave it stock. Braking 47% towards the rear, 96% pressure. Differential 80% acceleration, 20% deceleration. Which that car seems partially tuned, but certain things on it, like the numbers are like, what the hell? Anyway, to make this car, I believe I did a custom color if I'm not mistaken. We have 13 for the hue, 1 for the saturation, and 1 for the brightness to get that yellow. Then the hood, you want to go to special colors. For time's sake, I'm going to get this mouse. Drag it on down. You want the carbon fiber polished. For the mirrors, just black. Come on over here, black. And for the wing, same thing. Come on over to special colors, drag it on down. Carbon fiber polished. For the wheels, because this car has bronze wheels, special colors again, bring it all the way down. You want to go with brass semi-gloss. And of course tint the windows black. So. Then that's about it. If you don't feel like doing that, I believe I did share the design for this, and I will give you guys a share code right now. I mean, like, I don't think I would have shared this design, considering it was that easy to make it. Yeah, if nothing has popped up at this point, I don't think that, I made a design for this car. So yeah, it's that simple. I'm not gonna post this one. It's a carbon hood on a freaking yellow car. Told you guys the color code. So anyway, moving on to the mountain pass, where I shall take this RX-7, or I mean RX-8, down the mountain without a practice run, and probably make myself look like a complete fool while doing it. But I do want to say a couple things first. I don't know why I gotta say this so friggin' much. Why are your drift scores so low? Man, I sound like a freaking a-hole in this video. Man, I'm normally not like this, but I get that comment so much with the modern and, well, not really the modern initial D cars, so I made sure to say this in all the videos. But the original ones, when I made the original cars from the show, like the normal ones as they were shown in the shows, why can't those cars drift? They're drift cars. They are not. They're not drift cars. They are mountain pass race cars or toge race cars. They are not drift cars. They possess the capability to drift, yes, but that is not what they are intended to do. Makes sense? So that's why my score on here is gonna be so low. Like, it's gonna be 300,000, 400,000, if that. So anyway, now that my rant is done, time to make myself look like an idiot, because I didn't do any practice runs. And it really hurts me more than you guys to do no practice run, because the point of this segment of the video is so that you guys can see me drive the car or whatever. You could see how it handles, you can see how it drives, and like, oh, I kind of like that, oh, maybe I don't like that so much, and you can either not do the tune, because like, whoops. Okay, that's not a horrible mistake, I was still in the drift zone. So it's like, oh, either I don't really like the way that drives, I don't think I'm gonna make that, or I like the way that drives, I think I'm gonna make that. So you can watch how it handles, you can watch how it accelerates out of the corners, how it takes them, stuff like that. That's what this is. That's what this is for. I was gonna say that's what this segment is for, but I kind of skipped over a segment, so that's what this is. I forget that this car is grippier. The people I play video games with have corrupted me to the point that it's like, if they see this, if they make it this deep into the video, I know they're gonna clip that. I know they're gonna clip that. But this car carries more grip onto the tires and road. I gotta say it like as I don't know, I gotta say it in like a crazy way so it doesn't sound freaking sus. Yeah, not my best driving performance, but it's not my worst either. But yes, what I was saying is I tuned this car to have more grip on the road than the Red Sun's version of the RX-7. I definitely wanted them both to drive distinctly like different. I wanted the cars to drive different. I didn't want to like, oh, cut and paste, here's the same car with different aero, like different aero pieces, like, oh, there's a different front bumper and a different spoiler. Just cut and paste it, you know, like here it is. And just get like a free second video out of it. I wanted this car to drive a little stickier. That and I think that this car is definitely going to carry itself uphill a lot better than the Red Suns version that I made a while back. I think a week or two ago at this point. Okay, here comes the infamous final hairpin that I hate so much. Dang, whatever that was, that thing sounded crazy. I gotta E-drift that hairpin before anybody gives me hate. I always come in too hot. And just like that, we have made it to the bottom. The car is in one piece. I made one mistake on the first hairpin where I went a little off the road. I think that's the only one though. I don't think I did anything else too crazy. This is definitely a very user-friendly car. Anyway, we're gonna do some donuts because that's how we end all the videos around here. And to clarify, I do not condone street takeovers, okay? Don't do them. They're bad. I don't care if it's, oh, it's the culture. No, it's not. It's stupid. You guys look like idiots. Yeah, we're gonna do donuts in this intersection. Come on, man. Come on. Get out the way. Why is there so many, like, CPU, NPC, car traffic people here? Like, man, I can't even do donuts in peace. I feel like a criminal, like all those takeover people. I guess that's all the donuts I'm gonna get in. But, why are they all that same Mitsubishi? Anyway, I guess thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. That's all for me today. Have a great rest of your day or night, or like whenever you're watching this. Yay. If you're watching this before bed, sweet dreams. Pause. But that's it from me today.